Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Transformers!
Robots in the sky.
What I've done to face myself! That's right, everybody. Welcome to Going Back to Beast Wars, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I rewatch the entirety of Beast Wars Transformers, Beast Machines, and today we're going back to Michael Bay's transcendent film, Transformers 2007. That's right, we have finally hit the live-action universe. Maggie, how you feeling? How you feeling about this?
A lot of feelings. I remember my nephew being obsessed with this movie, especially growing up.
I mean, I was a little.
He
obsessed
always
with it.
said that he wanted a yellow Camaro.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the point. That they
Yeah.
succeeded. General
Yeah.
Motors totally succeeded.
Me, I'm like, what's Transformers? I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Did you watch the movie when it came out?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
I didn't watch it in theaters. I watched it, I think, like by rental or something.
Oh, Maggie, you missed out, my friend.
Well, probably for the best.
Let me tell you, nothing like just get you sat down. You got a big old bag of popcorn. The Cloverfield trailer just played,
That's why
and
Mom likes
then
it so much.
then boom, helicopter transforms and shit gets real. It's amazing. But hey, if this is your first time watching, welcome. We hope you all enjoy your time here at Hopefully Awesome. Again, we are a positive place on the internet, and we like to just hang out and get real.
Yeah.
Not real, get chill. Maybe that's a better way to say it.
We're in debt with Transformers.
That's right. We got a few new ones. But before we dive into those, I think it's time for us to go back to Beast Wars. All right. Welcome, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We are back at Beast Wars once again. So over the weekend, we bought a few more Transformers, as you can tell. So first up, I just want to call this one out. I found this. This is on Amazon. It was on sale. They had like a big Hasbro sale or something. And so we've gotten a few of these, like the my first Transformer toys. Right, love them.
Me Grimlock.
Yeah. I mean, they're great. And so we got this one. This one just came in today, and it's Bumblebee. We got them for our daughter. They're for our daughter. They're not for us.
Yeah.
I mean, we play with them, obviously. But this is Bumblebee, and then you do this, and now he's a robot. Look at that. So like, he's a car,
And it rolls.
and it rolls, and now he's a robot.
Our little girl loves that one.
I love it. I think it looks great. I don't know if you can really see. Like, I'm gonna try and get it close. Like his face, it has like his little Bumblebee mask.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great, honestly.
Yeah.
I really like it. Maggie, which ones are you excited about?
I'm excited about we got a 3-pack.
We did over at Target. They have that exclusive 3-pack.
Yeah, Wheeljack Cheetor and I don't know this bro's name.
Not Bird, maybe
Maybe. I
something
don't
like that. He's a bad guy.
check him. I don't know.
Hey,
anything about him.
whoa! Here, at least give him.
I'm joking. But this is Wheeljack. I'm really excited to transform him because he becomes a TV fan.
You're a big fan of the Wheeljack redesign. Like you actually really like this.
I like it.
I'm trying to remember
I
what
like his
Wheeljack
glasses.
looked like before this. Like I'm not really remembering.
I mean, Cheetor,
I mean,
he's looking pretty good.
I'm gonna say, like compared
to
our old Cheetor, which I
Yeah.
mean, he's in cheetah mode right now.
Which that's like the one, almost like the one in the 90s.
yeah.
But like they did our boy Cheetor pretty good, guys.
Yeah,
It looks good.
I think he looks good.
It looks good. I like the cheetah head on his chest.
I think they did good on the face.
Yes.
Like if you want to.
Oh yeah, I'm trying.
You're fun.
Like you can really tell. Oh, I'm trying to turn it focus.
I know, right?
But like they really got his face good.
The only thing I'm really seeing that's kind of a departure is the fact that he's mostly. I mean, this is close. This isn't completely transformed, but like if you want to hold yours up, there we go. Like how his highlights are blue metallic and like his are brown.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like honestly, I
think it fits.
It looks good. I like this shape of the head a lot more.
Ooh, I like the maximal symbol on top of the cheetah head.
Oh yeah.
I like
That's
that.
awesome. I didn't notice
that. Yeah. Very nice.
Anyway.
Anyway.
It's good stuff, man. Honestly, the 3-pack is pretty cool. I mean, we're not just going to talk about the Transformers toys. We're actually going to talk about the movie at some point.
Talk about toys the whole time.
I mean, listen, we do have affiliate links through Amazon in the description below if you'd like to purchase some of these Transformers. Remember, if you use our affiliate links, it does help support the channel. So feel free. Doesn't cost you any extra.
Think about it.
If you want to get some. By no means are you obligated. But yeah, wow, I can't do this. There you go. But we also got
We got Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. Thanks for stealing my joke, Maggie. It is Pete Davidson. finally hearing that's his robot self is down there, but we're not gonna. You might have to transform that. I can't like do the show and look at the directions while I do the show. That's that's the problem. So
don't worry yet, everybody. I got this.
God.
I teach little ones for a living, so
now
maybe...
see if they were all like my first Transformer, then like I could totally do it, But like
excuses,
they got like hinges and things, and like I just my brain's not that high of a level of functionality on a Tuesday night for me to be able to do that. Anyway, welcome to Going Back to Beast Wars. We have arrived. Of course, last week we finished Beast Machines. Finally. And you can go back and watch all that if you want to. It's but we decided that since we are getting ready to gear up for Rise of the Beasts, that we would revisit the original Transformers, then Beast Wars, then Beast Machines. And now we're going to watch the 2007 Transformers live action film. And next week we're going to watch Bumblebee. And then the week after that we have an extra week for something we haven't decided yet. But then the Beast Rise. We are that close. So tonight, we've watched Transformers 2007, and we're going to discuss. So, going back to Beast Wars, episode 21, Transformers 2007.
Oh boy.
First live-action Transformers movie. Second theatrical Transformers movie overall. Original air date was July 3rd, 2007. Fun little fact about this. Originally... Live Free or Die Hard was supposed to come out on July 3rd, 2007. Yeah. And Transformers was like, no, we're going to come out on July 4th weekend. And apparently Michael Bay and Bruce Willis like talked about it. And Bruce was like, oh, I mean, you guys are going to move, right? And he's like, oh, we're not moving. You're going to have to move. And then
we're more important.
Live Free or Die Hard ended up moving. I mean, like its whole marketing campaign was based around the 4th of July. It's called Live Free or Die Hard. Yeah. And like, now it's... Did you break it?
I didn't mean to. It's
How did you break it? What?
I was trying to fix the front of the car, and his head has to go.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure it can snap back on or something. It'll be fine.
I'm sorry.
It'll be fine. My gosh. Remember, if you want to get your own Wheeljack, you can use affiliate links. Nah, it's fine.
I'm a klutz.
Nah, again, we can get it fixed on there. Ain't no big deal. Anywho.
Anyways.
Fun things about the writers for the story. So,
oh God, I bet this is fun.
We've got, so basically the original draft, the first draft, was written by John Rogers. And then that story, so he has a story credit.
Yeah.
But it's also reworked by Roberto Orci and Alex Kurtzman of Bad Robot fame. So that's kind of how they get thrown in here. The screenplay is credited to only Roberto Orci and Alex Kurtzman. The previous projects for these, so not a lot of Transformers affiliated things before they did this. Now, post this, there were quite a bit more Transformers stuff, but before, not a whole lot. So, John Rogers' previous credits included the early script for Catwoman, starring Halle Berry.
Oh God.
He created the Jackie Chan Adventures.
Hey!
Yeah, I know, right? That one I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And he co-created the character of Jaime Reyes, the third Blue Beetle. Co-created the character. I'd say probably co-created because like the artist co-created with him. Wrote the first draft of Transformers, which was then adapted and rewritten by Roberto Orci and Alex Kurtzman. Speaking of Roberto Orci and Alex Kurtzman, they wrote 10 episodes of Alias. The Island. They wrote The Island. Michael Bay's The Island. I think that's how they were brought on to Transformers. The Legend of Zorro. Mission Impossible 3. Mission Impossible 3.
Hey.
Right. Star Trek 2009.
What?
Star Trek Into Darkness.
What?
Of course, Transformers.
Of course.
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Unfortunately. Cowboys and Aliens.
Hey.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 2. And they created Fringe and the Transformers Prime TV series.
Lord.
Yeah, no, these guys are awesome.
Man.
They're big.
Kurtzman
went on to also write The Mummy and the new Mummy, like the Tom Cruise one.
The Tom Cruise one that we really need to watch.
We do need to watch it. We just got to experience that. And he created Sleepy Hollow, Hawaii Five-0, Clarice, The Man Who Fell to Earth, and is currently the mastermind, thank Kevin Feige, behind the Star Trek Renaissance, and created Star Trek Discovery, Picard, and Strange New Worlds.
Oh my god!
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're great. They're great.
Way to go, bros.
There was also another movie I didn't put in here, but it was that movie where Chris Pine, was it Chris Pine and Elizabeth Banks are like brother and sister? Was it Chris Pine? Maybe it wasn't Chris Pine. Like, but they're like long lost siblings or whatever. Oh my god, that's gonna drive me crazy. I have to look it up.
I don't know anything about it.
It's like it's called like People something People.
Strange People.
Kurtzman movies. Here we go. This is gonna be great. Maggie, why don't you show them your Transformer while I'm looking at this?
This is what I got so far, guys.
It looks like a bus. People Like Us.
Look.
It's called People Like Us. Stars.
I'm trying to figure out this part.
Stars Chris Pine, Elizabeth Banks, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Olivia Wilde. On the day his latest deal collapses, fast-talking salesman Chris Pine receives news that his father has died. Reluctantly, Sam returns home to Seattle to settle the estate of his father. In the course of carrying out the man's last wishes, Sam is surprised to learn of the existence of a 30-year-old sister named Frankie, who's played by Elizabeth Banks. As the sister and brother get to know each other, Sam must re-examine both his perceptions about his family and the life choices that he has made. She doesn't know that he's her brother. I think at one point there's kind of like a thing because he's like hanging out with her and he's like good with her kid and you know there's but I mean you know it's just like he's like no I'm your brother and it like really weirds her out obviously. But yeah, so I mean that I think he Kurtzman like wrote and directed that, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I was like I'm not gonna put that in, and then
guess what? It's gonna drive Matt crazy. Directed by
here we go.
Oh god.
Michael Bay.
Oh Jesus.
So previous credits
commercials.
There are a lot. Commercials, music videos, also a big one.
Yeah.
But we'll specifically call out Bad Boys 1 and 2.
Bad Boys.
The Rock. Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Are you just gonna say every single one?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Armageddon.
Pearl Harbor.
The
Island.
13
hours.
13 hours.
Now I'm calling out 13 hours for one very specific reason, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then did you ever watch 13 Hours? That was one with Jim from The Office, and it's like they're like in the Middle East.
No.
They're like soldiers or something. Anyway.
No.
Doesn't matter. They premiered the first teaser for 10 Cloverfield Lane before 13 Hours. So in true fashion with Transformers releasing the first teaser for Cloverfield. 13 Hours, another Michael Bay Paramount movie, released the teaser for 10 Cloverfild Lane. Yeah, there you go.
It's like, JJ, stay off my butt.
Nah, I mean, I'm sure 13 Hours got a little bit of that JJ bump, you know.
I guess.
All right. Then he also directed the first 5 live-action Transformers films, including including Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, and The Last Night. He also produced the reboot of TMNT.
Oh yeah, that is right.
You can blame it on him.
Blame the big ass turtles on him.
I mean, I like that.
I liked it too.
I liked them. Maggie, if you want to shit all over it, that's fine. But I really enjoyed.
I'm not crapping all over it. I enjoyed it too.
I was just joking. All right, you ready to dig into the plot here?
Come on, Sam Witwicky.
Many years ago, Cybertron is destroyed at the hands of Megatron during his quest to obtain the Allspark. Megatron discovers the Allspark on Earth, but crash lands in the Arctic Circle, becoming frozen and thin in the ice. Captain Archibald Witwicky and the crew of explorers stumble upon Megatron's body in the late 19th century. Megatron's navigational system is unintentionally activated, and Archibald's eyeglasses are imprinted with the coordinates of the Allspark's location. Sector 7, a secret organization of the United States government, independently discovers the Allspark and builds the Hoover Dam around it to mask its energy signal. The still frozen Megatron is moved into this facility and is reverse engineered to further advance human technology. So that's where we begin. In the present day, the other Decepticons, Starscream, Blackout, Scorponok, Frenzy, Barricade, Bonecrusher, and Brawl, have already landed on Earth and assumed the disguise of Earth vehicles. Blackout and Scorponok attack the U.S. something forward operations base in Quatar. In an effort to use the military database to discover the location of Megatron and the Allspark. You know what? I don't think I need this. I think I'm just going to freeball it.
Oh, God.
Here we go. So, all right. So, like, this fucking helicopter shows up, right? And they're like, "Oh my God, this helicopter died 4 years ago." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And the guy's like, "My friend was on that helicopter, sir." And they're like, "Well, God damn it, you get out of that goddamn helicopter." And then Tyrese is like, "Oh my God!" And then the helicopter is like, and then it transforms, right? And it's like, and it starts shooting, blowing up shit. And then you got
it poops out Scorponok.
You get that guy that's not the guy that wore Boba Fett's armor in The Mandalorian season 2. Not him. And
Josh Duhamel?
Yeah, no, but him and that other guy look like the exact same.
Elephant.
Yeah. Elephant. And so they're like, "Oh my God!" And then Tyrese is taking a picture of him, and then the Transformer, the helicopter, like takes a picture of Tyrese, but it's a picture of him taking a picture, and so he sees himself, and he's like, "Oh fuck! There's another helicopter Transformer. I better start attacking shit, right?" And then I don't know, they shoot him or something, and the guys go running off, and then as he's lying down, to die. His colon gives out and he shits out Scorponok, right? And so Scorponok heads off into the desert to chase these guys. But then we're now in high school.
Yay.
And a teacher who has just totally given up on the semester. He's done.
He's done. He's ready for the summer, guys.
And do I blame him? No. He's got that fuck with 2 collars sitting there trying to teach. He just wants to pay off his student loans,
Pay off his Ford Fiesta.
Yeah. And he's got to listen to this blonde fuck with 2 collars, like telling him, "Oh, my dad owns a dealership." And it's like, get the fuck out of here, right? And so Even Stevens walks in and he's like, "Hey guys, check out my eBay page. I got fucking glasses and maps and stuff. It's great. Give me $20 for them, $30 for them."
Sam Witwicky, you are not here to pawn off your family heritage.
And they're like, "Oh, you suck, Sam." He's like, "People,
quiet.
Responsibility,
quiet."
And then it ends, and he's like, "So I did pretty good, right?" And the teacher's like, "I'd say you got a B."
A B.
And he's like, "What?
A B?"
And a bee, a bumblebee.
Too soon.
Think about it. Foreshadowing. That's what they call that in Michael Bay's movies. And so then, Sam Witwicky's like, come on, guy. Listen, I want to tell you a story about a guy with a dream. My dad had a dream that I would be 16. I need 3 A's and $3,000. I got the $3,000 and I got 2 A's. And your B, it takes that dream and it blows it up. And just you need to ask yourself, what the hell would Jesus do? And then Sam goes outside and his dad's there. And he's like, I got an A minus. He's like, well, you got an A minus. All right. Well, son, I got a surprise for you. And his dad lets him in the old car, and he's just driving over to the old Porsche car lot. And Sam's like, oh my God, Dad.
You're getting me a Porsche?
And Sam's dad's like,
no, I'm not getting you a Porsche.
No, you're getting a Porsche. You're getting a Porsche, and aliens are going to destroy my lawn. Okay. Come on, idiot.
Okay.
We're going to Uncle Bobby B's, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Uncle Bobby B.
Bobby B. Bumblebee.
Too soon.
Foreshadowing. It's foreshadowing. It's not too soon. It's foreshadowing. Maggie, when you reference something that's going to happen later, it's called foreshadowing. Okay.
It's too soon.
Nah, forget it. And so then they go to Uncle Bobby B. There's a clown. There's a clown with a sign, and like the makeup's running, and it burns his eyes.
Yeah.
And there's a petting zoo for an ostrich.
Yeah.
And then of course Bernie Mac shows up, Uncle Bobby B, baby.
Uncle Bobby.
And he's like, listen, there's a something about a boy in his car. Right? I think I have this line saved somewhere. Because this is a good song. This is a good line. They reused this line.
Yes.
In the teasers for Bumblebee, of all things.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't save it.
What the heck?
Oh, I just knocked over my pencil.
Oh God.
I know, right? Uncle Bobby B, baby.
Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Bob. Uncle.
So
So anyway, he's like, fuck it. You need to get in this yellow Volkswagen. And he's like, Dad, you heard of the 30-year-old virgin? Well, this is a 30-year-old virgin, and that's the 40-year-old virgin. Got jokes. And then they're like, oh, well, hey, this car here, I don't know about this car. What is this car? You got this car? He's like, I don't know anything about it. He's like, hey, well, $4,000. It's faded. And he's like, it's custom faded? He's like, well,
wait,
you're new to this. I wouldn't expect you to understand. And so then they're like, all right, fuck it. I guess we're getting this yellow car. There's a place off Ocean Avenue. And so then Sam gets in and drives away, right?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, something like that fuck from Pearl Harbor, he's there and he's like, oh, there's a sound, and this sound is attacking, and the first people
John Voight?
Yeah, the first people to crack this code is going to get a free PS5 and some codes for Fortnite, some V-Bucks.
Dude, there hasn't been a PS3 or 4
all right,
yet.
go get them. Go get you your V-Buck cards, all right?
What's V-Bucks?
And then Andrew from Buffy is like, oh my God, guys, I think it was the Swiss. And then that kid that hung out with Fogel. I'm just saying a lot of things. Not Fogel. What's his name? Mouth. Farkle. What was his dad's name? Minkus. There it is.
Man.
Minkus played Mouth on One Tree Hill. His friend is the other guy that's in this movie, along with the girl and Andrew from Buffy. Anyway, so they're all like, fucking shit, look at this. Oh my God, you know who we need? We need Anthony Anderson. Obviously, that's who we need.
Yes.
I'm not talking about the guy from ER and Top Gun. I'm talking about the other Anthony Anderson, the good one. And so then, we cut over and fucking Even Stevens gets in his car and he's like, come on, Timmy, we're going to go hang out at this fucking park and we're going to go. And they're like, oh, were we invited? And he's like, it's a park. You don't need an invitation. It's a public park. Of course we're invited. Come on, get the fuck in the car. Yeah. And so they get there and then, there's a dude with two collars and an Escalade. You already know he's a big fucking douchebag. I mean, come on. You just one look at this kid. Like, he screams Brad from fucking Home Improvement,
I did it.
Oh, did you do it? Look at that.
Isn't he cute?
Where's his goggles?
Well, his half of goggles.
His goggle. Now he's a fancy boy. He's got like a monocle.
Yeah, he's fancy now.
I like it.
Football is
so anyway, you got Brad Taylor is like, oh, Megan Fox, listen, you're my little bunny. You need to hop on in the back seat. And she's like, I can't even tell you how.
I can't even. How? God. Idiots.
And then, even Stevens pulls up with Timmy and they're like, oh my God, hey, we're at this party. And Timmy's like, I'm going to fucking climb this tree, dog. And he gets in the tree and Sam's like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of the goddamn tree, you fucking piece of shit. God, why are we even friends? I hate you. You're the worst. And then Brad walks over and he's like, what are you dorks doing here?
I just thought I'd bring my car over, Brad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Brad, Chad, Lad.
Aquaman comes out. He's like, dorks. I hate dorks.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. And then Sam makes a joke about like, oh, he's writing a book. And it's and then Brad's like, oh, about sucking at sports. And he's like, no, it's about your fucking face, bitch. Like he punches him, right? And then Brad's like, my fucking horn. And then he goes back to hell. And so then Megan Fox is walking home, and then Sam's like, I'm going to ride her home tonight. And he's like, Tim, get out of the car. And then Tim's like, well, you can't break the rules, man. And Sam's like, what rules are you talking about? He's like, the guy code, bros before hoes. And Sam's like, Tim, get the fuck out of my car.
Get out of here.
Stupid. And then Bumblebee starts playing some music, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then he pulls up to Megan Fox. He's like, hey, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? And she's like, what? And he's like, come on, I'll give you a ride home. And she's like, okay. And she gets in the car and she's like, oh, you're new to school? And he's like, actually, we've been friends since first grade.
We've been classmates since first grade.
And it's like, oh my God. Well, now we know. And then Bumblebee stops going because I guess Transformers can break down. Or maybe he's doing it on purpose. I don't know. But either way, Megan Fox gets out and she's like strapping a belt around it. Like she has to cut off the edge of this one belt to like, because it's a snake skin belt because the belt stopped working. And so she takes her belt off and then cuts the top of it and then wraps that around with a belt to put the belt on. And then they are able to start the car and go. Now, Maggie, I don't know if you're aware, that is an actual plot point from Saved by the Bell Wedding in Las Vegas.
Oh my God.
And it's Lisa Turtle's belt, just so we're clear. It's Lisa Turtle's belt. Anyway. We now, she runs away, and then, Sam pulls around, and he's like, no, I got the car working. Come on, baby, come back. And then they get in the car, and then they drive home, right? And he's like, oh, you like muscles? Well, check this out. You got the light reflects on the little thing. I don't know. And then they get home, and she's like, bye, Sam. And he's like, there's more to you than meets the eye. I'm talking about sex stuff.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Sexual harassment, man.
And then he's like, oh my God, I love my car. And then he leaves, right? And I think we go back to the desert. I think this is when Scorponok is like, Scorponok, all right, and he starts attacking Josh Duhamel and Tyrese. And then Tyrese is like, oh man, you seen this shit? And then they get a phone, and then the phone guy is like, oh my God, I need a phone card. And he's like, fuck, a phone card, God. And he's like, come on. And then he's like, left cheek. And then they shoot Scorponok, and then Scorponok goes down, right? And that's, it was like armor piercing rounds or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, then we go back. Sam's asleep in his bed, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, but what's that he hears?
Hey, come back with my car.
And so Bumblebee runs off. And Sam gets on a bike. Just a regular bike at this point. And he like chases down Bumblebee. Apparently a kid on a bike can keep up with a a Camaro?
Yeah.
Almost said Mustang. But anyway, he keeps up with him, and then Bumblebee's like, I gotta flash my titties. And so Bumblebee gets up and he's like, and he starts shining his light like he's looking for goddamn Batman or something, right? And he's just shining like, I'm sorry, you're sending a signal into space and like, do you need a light, like a fucking light bright to shine? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. It looks like one of those spotlights. You know, anytime I'm driving through a city and like Blockbuster has a sale going on, they got those spotlights in there, right? It's like, is this fucking aliens or like what's going on? And then it turns out, oh no, it's just fucking Mattress Firm or whatever the fuck it is. Anyway.
Wow.
Matt. Sam breaks into the thing and then Bumblebee drives around. He's like, and Sam's like, oh my God, no, my car is getting jacked. And they're like, hey, Jack, you need a car? And they're like, no, this is a carjacking. And they're like, oh, well, Jack, come on, you can ride with us.
You can ride with us, Jack.
But then once that, boop, boop, it's the sound of the police. That's right. Police show up and they're like, he's like, hey, everybody, my car is getting stolen.
Put your hands up in the air.
Yeah. And they just don't listen at all. You know, why listen to, you know, someone in trouble? You know, why not just fucking charge them with shit? I digress anyway. So the next morning, Sam's at the police station and we got the bad guy from an episode of Pete and Pete is there. Fucking Marv Wolfman is here. And he's like, hey, buddy, you need some pee-pee in this, no drippy, all right? And Sam's like, what? And he's like, yeah, we gotta show. Oh, what's this? What's this? Yeah, what's that? Oh, you and the boys doing a little mojo?
That's what dogs medicine.
Is that what they call it these days? Doing a little mojo? What's it gonna be, boy? Huh? You got whippets, zip balls, boobaloo-doops? What you got? What's going on?
Are you on drugs?
Oh my God. What was that? What was that? Are you on my peace videos yet?
Oh my God.
Well, you better make a move.
Say, what did I do
You better
wrong?
make a move. Because if you don't, I will bust you up.
Oh. Are you on drugs?
There it is. Boom.
Sorry.
We're talking about drugs. But it's Energon. So then I don't know, fucking Sam goes home and then his car shows back up and so Sam has to chase it again? No, he's running from it. He's running from Bumblebee because Bumblebee is now chasing him for some reason. Yeah. And he's on his little sister's bike.
No, he's on his mom's bike.
Well, yeah, it's his mom's bike, but definitely it looks like a little sister, even though Sam doesn't have a little sister, but whatever. And so he crashes in front of Megan Fox, who's eating at Burger King. And first off, all right, of all the fucking ridiculousness in this movie, I think the most absurd idea is that Megan Fox is eating at Burger King. All right, come on, that's just bullshit all the way. All right, come on. Yeah, Megan Fox is eating at Burger King, and aliens are gonna destroy my lawn. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Ladies, men.
227 219 2369.
Damn, you're fine.
One more time, get low. Anyway, so Sam crashes, and then he's like, oh my God, blah, blah. And then he takes off running, and Michaela's like, I better go check on Sam. And so she gets on her little fucking
Vespa,
moped. Or,
like what?
Yeah, her scooter. Anyway, and so then Bumblebee like takes Sam under a fucking highway, and he's gonna knock the shit out of him, I guess. I don't know. Oh, but luckily the police have arrived, and of course we know that because just happened. Police were super helpful, but turns out this time, no, it's actually a Decepticon. And he's like, I'm gonna fucking rip your dick off. I'm gonna rip your dick off, Sam. You better tell me where the fuck are the glasses. I'm gonna fucking rip your dick off. And then he's like, oh my God. And then he tackles Michaela for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but he tackles her and he's like, we gotta go.
Because she's just standing there staring at it, running towards Sam. She's like, what?
And then Bumblebee like inserts them inside of himself.
What is wrong with you guys?
And so then they go and they're on the run, and it goes from fucking breakfast time to goddamn 3 a.m. in the morning all of a sudden.
Gradually,
I mean, over the course of 12 seconds, Maggie. And so then Bumblebee and this cop start playing fucking fisticuffs, right? But then Frenzy comes out and he's like, and they're like, holy fucking shit, we gotta fucking chop this, we gotta chop Frenzy's dick off. It's the only way to stop these things. That's the only way you gotta chop their dick off. It's like a zombie, you have to decapitate them, right? Transformers, you gotta cut their dick off. God. Anyway,
I'm about to leave.
Anyway, so then Bumblebee beats the shit out of the cop, right?
Yeah.
And then fucking Goo Goo Dolls starts playing, and Scott, what's his name? Sam's like,
Sam Witwicky.
Sam's like, listen, in 30 years when you're looking back at your life, don't you want to say you had the guts to get in the car? And it's like, don't stop before it's too late, or until and then they get inside of Bumblebee. And Frenzy's like, oh, I'm a fucking head, but now I'm a phone, bitch, and gets in her purse, right?
Yeah.
And so now she's got a phone. And then they're driving, and she's like, what I don't understand is if you're this high-tech robot alien thing,
why are you a piece of crap Camaro?
And then Bumblebee immediately just fucking slams the brakes on, shoves them both through the windshield, shatters his glass, right? I don't know if you're aware of this, Maggie, but shattering your windshield as a Transformer is like basically destroying your pelvis, all right? But that's how pissed off he was. He was like, how fucking dare you, all right? I could be a goddamn Jeep during World War II, bitch, and you wouldn't even know. You don't know me. I talk through the fucking radio. I'm Bumblebee,
yeah, that's lame.
I'm Bumblebee baby.
Bumblebee baby.
I'm Bumblebee baby.
Uncle Bumblebee baby. God, you could tell we're running off fumes.
So then Bumblebee starts doing fucking circus tricks and some shit. He's like on a unicycle pedaling down the tunnel, right? And he takes a picture of this other car, and then he drives up. Now he's the other car, and it's like, this is fucking Kill Bill now. Bam, bam, bam. And then so then they get back inside Bumblebee. And then they're back inside, and he's like, eat shit, turkeys. And so then they start driving off, but then we pan out, and in space there's a couple of fucking asteroids coming down, just like Michael Bay. Am I right, man?
In Armageddon.
And so they crash, and like everybody's
and Bruce Willis shows up.
Nope.
To beat up everyone.
Nope.
As a kaiju monster.
No. What? No. What? No. What? No. And so these asteroids crash, and there's this one like Fat Damon guy, and he's like, oh my God, I hope they have insurance or they are so boned.
It's so boned.
And I mean, I gotta say, stole the show. I would rather watch this kid's story. You know? I mean, he's sitting there filming his own Cloverfield, you know?
Yeah.
And here I am watching a fucking, I don't know, a protoform of God knows what, like streaking, and like they look terrible. Can I just say, like, listen, I get it, I get what you're going for, and like you don't want to have to redesign the same Transformer like 5 different times.
Yes.
I get it, but like these looked terrible. Okay, these look like the robots from fucking iRobot. All right, just like 80-foot tall iRobots running around, right? And they're like, we do not hurt humans, and it's like, okay, buddy, take it down a notch. And then this stupid little kid is like, are you the Tooth Fairy?
Are you the Tooth Fairy? Why are you outside?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was Optimus. And then they're like, you know, like shh, like they're fucking Adam and Eve, and they just ate an apple and realized that their dicks are hanging out, okay? Like that's what they're doing, okay? And so then they're like, fuck, I gotta be a car quick. I gotta be a car quick. And so then Ratchet turns into a fucking Hummer ambulance. I like to see the fucking medical bills that one charges you. Jesus fuck. And then you got Ironhide as a truck, and you got Jazz as a Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Porsche GM?
Yeah, he's.
No, wait. I thought the whole thing
No,
about this was that this is supposed to be a Porsche.
No, he
And-
went to the Porsche place because it was like a callback to Sam and his dad at the
I
beginning.
thought Jazz was supposed to be a Porsche 911. And then it turns out he's not because Porsche isn't a thing. Hang on. I'm looking it up.
Oh my
Maggie, talk to us.
God. Here's the progress on Nightbird. I'm about ready to chuck him because. Oh God, I'm about to.
I'm sorry. Bless you. I'm sorry.
Anyways, a solstice. A solstice.
Oh, is that what he was?
That's what Eric says.
Ah, see? I knew it, Maggie. I knew it.
Thanks, Eric.
I knew it. Boom. Thank you.
I'm about to chuck him though because
But
I
he
can
was-
figure out the back end.
He was originally a Porsche. And then now because this guy in Rise of the Beast is a Porsche, but it's not Jazz. It's fucking Mirage. And that's why people were pissed. Think about it. No, Maggie. No, Maggie. No. Okay. Imagine if fucking Grimlock comes out. Okay. But he's a fucking giraffe. All right. Exactly.
Don't do that
It's
to
the
him.
same thing.
Don't do that to
It's
my boy.
not. It's not a Porsche. It's a solstice. It's a winter solstice.
Summer solstice.
So then they all gather around this fucking hole in the ground sewer plant, and like Optimus is like, millions of years ago we fucked and fucking blew up our planet. Megatron's a piece of shit Nazi, and now I need your goddamn glasses, Sam. I need them. And then Bumblebee's like, yeah, check it out. Second to none. And they're like, with all of our technology, can't figure out how fucking vocal cords work on a robot.
still working on his
My-
cords.
My phone can say more to me than Bumblebee can. All right?
Don't be hating on Bumblebee.
Maggie, listen.
Don't be hating on Uncle Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, baby.
Bumblebee baby.
Listen, I'm not hating on Bumblebee. I like Bumblebee. And like, I even like the idea of him talking through the radio. But I do think that it's a bit stupid that for 5 movies, like, they just couldn't, like, even if they just gave us a different reason, you know? He talks at the end of this one. Spoiler alert. Spoilers for Transformers 2007. Bumblebee talks, and he's fixed. But then in the next one, they're like, oh, wait, no, he coughed, and now he can't talk again, or some shit. You know? I don't know.
He caught a disease.
Maybe like do something like I don't know, like a cat scratched it out or something. Like just pull a Captain Marvel, Nick Fury thing. It's like, I don't know, Flurkin fucking ate his vocal cords. Now he can't talk, so now he's gotta use the radio. Or maybe he was just born without the ability to talk.
Maybe he just got a little bit high on Energon.
What's OxyContin?
Energon does not show up in this, by the way. So then Michaela and Sam and Optimus and Ironhide and all them, they're all like, fuck, we gotta get these goddamn glasses now, because we just...
Are you Ladies Man 217?
it's already happened.
Ladies Man 217.
And Optimus is like, eBay. And then Jazz...
That's the gif I used on Twitter.
Jazz is like, what's cracking, little bitches? Like, why does he talk like that? Like, he learned it from the World Wide Web.
The WWW George WWW Bush.
Are you okay? Are you having, like...
I'm tired.
Okay. Anyway, so then they go to Sam's.
W.
They go to Sam's, right? And Sam clearly states...
Sam's Club.
Sam's clearly states, listen, guys, I'm going to go get the glasses. You all just hang out. I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes tops. Just, you all hang out right here. Everybody chill. It's going to be fine. No reason for anybody to
Don't.
do anything else, but just stay right here. It's fine.
Don't.
Clearly
Don't.
stated it.
Don't.
And he's like, Michaela, will you please make sure that this is taken care of? Thank you. I appreciate it. And then he leaves. And then Sam's dad's like, Sam, you're on my grass. I hate it when you're on my grass, Sam.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'll take care of that.
And he's
Dad.
like, oh, Dad, you big handsome man. And he's like, well, you know what? Your mom wanted me to ground you
You're
for
only
being...
three minutes
And
late.
he's like, well, just another thing you did for me, Dad. He's like, I'm going to get inside. And then he gets inside, and then he's like looking through, and then, oh, what's that? All the the goddamn Transformers get in the backyard.
What did I tell you all? You're supposed to stay over there. Michaela, why aren't you doing your job?
And Optimus is like, oh, we need the glasses. Okay, all right, calm down. I guess we'll leave. And then fucking Mojo takes a piss all over Ironhide.
And Ironhide's like, this animal, what does he call it? I can't remember what he calls it. This live
rodent.
This rodent just
You have
lubricated all over
problem. Shall I exterminate?
No. Mojo's a pet. He's a pet.
No, we love Mojo. Oh, I'm real sorry about that. Bad Mojo.
I could step on him if you want me to.
And he's like, should I take the parents out? And Optimus is like, no, we don't kill humans. What the hell's wrong with you, Ironhide? He's like, I don't know. I'm just really fucking angsty now. I don't know what's going on.
Is that www dot?
I think Ironhide accidentally got on 4chan or something.
He got a little bit too carried.
And then Michaela gets up there, and then Bumblebee trips on a wire, and then it's a fucking earthquake, and the power goes out, and then they're like, Sam, what are you doing? Sam, I'm gonna count. I'm taking the door off the hinges.
Are you masturbating?
And then his mom says, it's okay if you're masturbating, and they're like, oh God, Judy, God damn, Judy. And then Michaela pops up and she's like, I'm sorry you had to hear us talking about Sam fucking jerking it. Sorry about that, Michaela. She's gorgeous. And his dad's like, yeah, you did good. So he's like, hey, great. Well, you guys need to leave. You guys need to leave so we can keep boning. And they're like, well, I don't know about that. And then Sector 7 is here, and then Sector 7 shows up, and for some reason out of nowhere, what's his name? John Lithgow shows up. John Turturro? Is that it?
I don't know.
Turturro?
You want me to look it up?
Yeah. Why don't you look it up, Maggie?
I'm looking it up.
He shows up and he's like, Sam, do not seek the treasure. And they're like, what are you talking about? He's like, don't seek the treasure. And then his dad's like, well, I'm a dapper dude, man.
I was supposed to say, that's starting to sound very familiar.
I've also been forgiven for knocking over that piggly.
Yeah, you're right. John Turturro,
yeah.
Severance.
In Severance, obviously. Yeah, Mr. Deeds. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's great. He's fantastic. He's a great actor. How he got shoved into this fucking film, I'll never know.
Eric has some things to say.
Hit us with it.
Eric says, Bumblebee, turn to the left and cough. Well, there goes your voice.
Sorry, Bumblebee.
And Eric says, bad Mojo yo-yo. And then also his mom says, we can call it Sam's Happy Time.
Sam's Happy Time. It's great.
She's a fun mom.
And honestly, I feel like this is the part of the movie where it dives for like a solid hour.
Yeah.
Like it drags on.
I was ready to check out.
Like why they needed everything that happens over the next hour, I have no idea. But so then Sector 7 shows up and they're like, oh, Michaela's dad is a fucking fugitive and criminals are hot.
Yeah, John Turturro, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, like jailbait, my man. Yeah. You're in the government. You should know better. And he's like, yeah, you see this badge? Means I can do whatever the fuck I want. And then they're like, well, you done fucked up, bitches. I'd like to introduce my friend, Optimus Prime. And he's like, whoa. Taking the children was a bad choice. And then Bumblebee takes a piss all over him.
Milk was a bad choice.
And then they're like, you're going to regret this. And then he's like, oh, yeah? Well, get somebody on the phone. And they're like, I already have. Speakerphone. Like, it's like he's fucking Dwight Schrute or something, yes. Right? He's like, speaker. And then now here comes helicopters and we're chasing the Transformers again. And then Bumblebee's getting fucking frozen to death. And
screaming.
Yeah, and he's like, woo! And they're like, Bumblebee!
Uncle Bumblebee, baby!
Uncle Bumblebee, baby!
Uncle Bumblebee, baby!
Sam like fucking cold cocks this one dude and steals the cold gun from fucking Mr. Freeze, and he's like, get the fuck away from Bumblebee! That's my fucking car!
That's Uncle Bumblebee, baby!
Where's Ironhide? Where's Wheeljack? Where's everybody?
Where did you
Where's Optimus Prime? My God. Oh no! Here comes Randy Orton! That Slytherin snake, Randy Orton! Oh my God! And he fucking tackles Bumblebee to the ground. And they're like, well, now we got Bumblebee. Let's get him in the back of this fucking truck and freeze his ass. And then they go somewhere, right? And then we pause here because I think like 45 minutes ago, the blonde lady went over to see Anthony Anderson.
Yeah,
and they were
blonde
playing
Australian lady.
Yeah, and they were playing DDR. And then his cousin runs through the glass, like shatters the glass
I'm
door.
just a cousin.
Dude,
Ah!
it was great. Sector 7. And then they're like, check it out. They give you this plate of donuts to test your guilt, right? If you don't eat any, it means you're guilty. That's why I ate the whole plate. And then they walk in, he's like, she did it! Don't touch me! Don't talk to me! Don't talk to me, criminal! And then they're like, no, listen, this thing, it's hacking. It's gonna get all your files and shit. So, I mean, like, you gotta do it. It's a living organism. She tries to tell that to the guy from Pearl Harbor, and he's like, fuck you. Pearl Harbor's fine. Nothing's ever gonna happen to the U.S. You don't fuck with Texas. And then she's like, I don't know what any of that has to do with anything, but
I'm not from around here.
Yeah, I'm from down under, mate. And Chimmery. And she's like, well, fuck. And so her and Anthony Anderson also get taken off into a fucking helicopter, right?
Into the Hoover Dam.
But then some other guy shows up, and he's not the pilot of the helicopter, nor the driver of the police Decepticon car, though they look the exact same.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not that. And then he's like, guys, look. And he's talking to the guy from Pearl Harbor. He's like, all right, guys, listen. We have this footage that was released at Comic-Con last year. All right, this is the 2006 teaser for Transformers, and check it out. It's on Mars. Oh my God, that was a giant robot, right? Nah, see, that's what's going on. You gotta come with us. And then they're like, what? And he's like, yep, that's right. And he's like, well, what? I don't understand. He's like, nobody does. So now we're going to the dam. And then we go over to another airplane, and Josh Duhamel and Tyrese are like, holy shit, this tail's still alive! Oh my God!
You told me that thing was...
You're muted.
Sorry. You told me that thing was dead.
And he's like, left cheek! Left cheek! And so then now we're all back at the fucking Hoover Dam, right? We've wrestled up some ding-dongs.
We're at the Nevada, Arizona state line.
And we've been there. We went to the Hoover Dam. I did not see any Transformers. I was super, super let down by that. And so then, I don't know, they go in and they convince them like, hey, you need to explain the entire lore of Transformers to all of us main characters now that we're all together. And they're like, all right, well, billions of years ago. And they're like, oh yeah, your goddamn grandfather Archie, yeah, he was there, and because he accidentally touched Megatron's balls, he got splurged on his glasses. That showed us where the Allspark is, and so now he's here, and we put seven football fields thick of concrete around it, and now we use this Allspark that's how you got a Nokia. And so then they're like, speaking of Nokia, check this shit out. And then they give life. They give life to a tiny little Transformer, and immediately just starts fucking shitting everywhere, right? It's like he's spitting bullets, taking names, kicking ass, right? And then they're like, well, we can't have that. And they just fucking like exterminate him, right? Terrible. Huge loss. Poor Nokia bot. That's all I gotta say. All right, like the Totoro giveth and taketh away. And so then he's like, well, now I'm Josh Duhamel and I'm calling the fucking shots. And then he's like, give fucking Even Stevens his car back. I gotta get home and see my baby, you fucks. And they're like, I don't know, I'd listen to him. He knows more about this. And John Turner's like, I'm going to count to 5. And Josh Duhamel's like, well, I'm going to count to 3. And Blippi's like, I'm going to count to 10.
I'm going to count backwards from 10.
So they're like, all right, well, Sam, go get your fucking car. And then he goes and he's like, leave him alone, Bumblebee. And Bumblebee's like, I'm gonna fucking kill all y'all. And then Optimus is like hanging out in a fucking tree or something. And he's like, oh my God, listen, we gotta get rid of this fucking spark. If we can't, I'll shove it in my butthole and I'll become one with the Matrix until all are one. Because I'm Optimus Prime and that's what primes do. We die. That's what we do. And Jazz is like, bitch, I ain't never gonna die. And so then they go to the Hoover Dam. And then somebody accidentally turned on the air conditioning, and Megatron starts thawing out like a Thanksgiving turkey. And he's like, gobble, gobble, guess what? I'm a jet too. And he flies out, right? Now we got Starscreams there and the jets there, and they end up in some city that, I don't know, maybe LA, who knows? Who the hell knows? It's a big city. And then they're like, oh, fuck, hey, that giant fucking cube? Well, guess what? Now it's small, bitch. And Sam, you're going to take this cube and you're going to run because, boy, you're a goddamn soldier now.
Now, listen, Sam.
What?
We don't need you to just run anyway. We need you to run fast. Sprinting.
Gotta go fast.
Like Tom Cruise.
Listen, Shia LaBeouf, ever running in this movie. Ever running. In his brown hoodie. He's running, it's pouring sweat. And what does Michaela do? Doesn't even kiss him. She's like, Sam, you might die. Well, I'll see you later. And then she hops in a fucking truck, jacks Bumblebee, and then they're like, well, fuck, I'll drive, you shoot, let's fuck up some shit. And Bumblebee's like, and then they start fucking up some shit, right? And then Frenzy dies. And I don't know, John Voight and a couple other people are like shotgun killing the Frenzy. And they're doing like that Bad Boys 360. And then anyway, Optimus shows up and Sam's on top of a building and he's trying to hide from Megatron. But like he's hiding behind a pillar on the edge of like a building. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's the stupidest fucking hiding spot. This kid not winning any hide and seek competitions. Okay. Just throwing that out there. He's definitely not. And so he's like, Megatron can't find me back here. And then Megatron's like, I found you. And he's like, God damn it. And then he falls. And he's like, oh no, hopefully something soft will catch me. And then a 40,000 pound metal truck catches him. He's like, Sam, I need you to shove that spark inside my butthole, Sam. I need you to get all up in my butthole.
I understand the power of this, sir.
Sam, listen. Listen. I need you to shove it in my butt. I need it in my butt, Sam.
And then Megatron's like, no!
Hey,
put it in my butt!
Optimus Prime, do you need some preparation H? Is that why your butt's
Sam,
burning?
Listen. I told Cheetor I needed pussy.
Cheetor? Who's
And
Cheetor?
now he's a cheetah. I don't think he understood me. Optimus Prime has needs.
And then Jazz comes in and he's like, hey, I got needs too. And Megatron's like, I was here first. Nah! And kills Jazz. R.I.P. Jazz. And then Starscream comes like shooting some shit, and there's another one with like a giant claw, and then they like Bumblebee holds up a truck as if that's gonna fucking do anything, and then the truck blows up, and then the cube falls, and we got a Mountain Dew machine running around giving out free samples. We got a steering wheel like fucking face hugging this one lady like a fucking xenomorph or something, and then this one dude's 360 turns on, but immediately red rings, and so it's okay. And so then Megatron's there and he's like, I've got the cube now, Prime. And Prime's like, oh fuck. And then Sam's like, oh god, Optimus, I really don't want to shove this in your butt. Oh wait, here's Megatron's butt. And then Optimus is like, Sam, no. And Megatron's like, finally, unlimited power. And Sam's like, yes, but you forgot that not only do you have unlimited power, but you're also imprisoned in this lamp. And he's like, no. And he's like, unlimited power, itty bitty living space. And then he flicks the lamp into the bottom of the ocean. Megatron never to be seen again until the next movie.
Wow.
So then Optimus is like, I'm going to miss you, brother. Hey, brother, I'm going to miss you.
They're brothers.
Yeah, maybe they are. Who knows? And so then it's like, boom, ding, 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 what I've done. And they're like, oh my God, Transformers are real, and I'm Josh Duhamel, and I'm gonna drive this truck to see my baby, and now I'm hugging this baby. And then Michaela and Sam are like fucking getting it on top of Bumblebee. They're like, hey, Bumblebee, and Bumblebee's like, hey, I like to watch, man. You do your thing. And then there's a couple other Transformers behind a tree fucking jerking it. Sam and Michaela, they're just watching behind a tree. They're like, yeah.
Cucks.
Oh my God. And then Starscream flies off, and the mom and dad are like, yeah, we got a new yard, and aliens aren't real. And that's it. That was Transformers. That was the whole movie. I nailed it. Oh. It's time for the countdown to Beasts.
You never switched.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Totally over.
To Beasts. We are
Beast.
2 weeks away from Rise of the Beast. Can you believe that, Maggie? 2 weeks. Week after next, we got this week, we got Little Mermaid. Next week, we got Across the Spider-Verse. Week after that, we got Rise of the Beast. Week after that, we got The Flash. Week after that, we got Indiana Jones. June.
Heck
Stacked.
yes.
Stacked, dog. Look at Maggie.
Heck yes.
So, next up, let's get into war. War. What is it good for?
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
All right, we're back. Hey Eric, I see your message on here. Wow, was that summary out of memory, Matt, or did you just rewatch it right before this? That is amazing. Thank you, sir. I would say a bit of both. We did have it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Did we? I mean, it was playing for like 5 hours because we kept stopping and starting, and our daughter was like running around and stuff. So, I mean, there was a lot. But also, I may have watched this movie several times when I got it on DVD. If I meant to get into the basement before we started this. I was going to get my DVD case that I have. The case, it was a Target exclusive DVD case, okay? And the case itself transformed. It was amazing. It's like my favorite case of all time. And it's like it's square, and then you fold it out, and it's Optimus Prime. Boom. Transformed. And then they ended up releasing those, like mass releasing them, and I think they did a variant with like Megatron, a variant with Bumblebee, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, one of my favorite things. Anyway, as far as the war goes, well, the war has begun again for the too many times to count. Who can count? So yeah, that's where the war's at. Now let's get into welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party.
That's Bruce Willis.
Die Hard. Think about it. Die Hard got bumped.
It got bumped.
All right.
Alright, I give up on his freaking butt.
Which one's that?
This is not Bird.
I mean, that looks right.
Like, this is supposed to be like
Kind of looks like a
closed.
DeLorean.
It's pissing me off.
What I've done. All right.
Alright.
Welcome to the party, pal. Here we go. Wow, Maggie. Let's have a little bit of respect for this show, okay?
Excuse me, everybody.
I'm joking.
I'm so sorry. I'm not a lady.
Here we go. Autobots. We got
Roll out.
Optimus Prime, Jazz, Bumblebee, Uncle Bumblebee, baby,
Uncle Bumblebee, baby.
Ironhide, and Ratchet. Decepticons, we have Megatron, Starscream, Barricade, Frenzy, Blackout, and Scorponok. Frenzy is begat from Barricade, and Scorponok is begat from Blackout, just so we're clear. My voice is going. We also got Bone Crusher. Who's gonna challenge the Bone Crusher? Bone Crusher knows. I know it's Bonesaw, but anyway. And we also have Brawl/Devastator. Now, here's the thing. The writers and directors say that this Transformer is called Brawl. Okay. His name is Brawl. But when they were writing it, this Transformer was going under the working name of Devastator.
Yeah.
And then the figures have the name Brawl on them, but in the movie and the subtitles, when Brawl says something, it says whatever I just said, Devastator. Yeah. But I believe Devastator is in the Revenge of the Fallen. Mm-hmm. I think it's the one that had those balls, like the combiner one. I'm pretty sure that's Devastator. Could be wrong. Could be 100% wrong.
Unicron.
But not Unicron. Why doesn't Unicron have balls? You know?
He probably does.
See, that's what we get in a writer's strike, okay? We get Michael Bay going half-cocked, still filming Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, and is like, oh, what if we had some fucking balls on this one? They're like, sure, fuck, why not? Whatever, that's fine. Literally, nobody's writing this. It doesn't matter. And then that's what we got, Revenge of the Fallen. So there you go. Wasn't only Heroes 2 that got fucked over by the writer's strike last time. And I'm on the side of the writers. Right, pay the writers. When you don't have writers, you get a fucking Transformer with balls.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michael Bay. That's his permanent record for this. All right.
Nobody can remember last night, Eric.
Yeah, nobody.
I think pretty certain I watched two of my brothers and my dad fall asleep on the couch watching it.
I watched it in theaters, and I still don't remember it. Like, I think I walked out of the theater and I called you and was like, I can't even describe what I just watched. Like, none of it makes sense. Yeah. None of it makes sense. Anyway, let's see. We covered Decepticons. Under the humans, we had Sam Witwicky. We have Michaela Baines. That's fine, honey. We got John Keller, which is the defense secretary. We got Maggie Madsen, Glenn Whitman, Judy and Ron Witwicky, Bobby Bolivia, Uncle Bobby B. Baby, William Lennox, Josh Duhamel, Robert Epps, Tyrese, Seymour Simmons, aka Sector 7, and Mojo Witwicky. And under other, these are non-affiliated Transformers. We have the Nokia Bot, Dispenser, which is the Mountain Dew one, Steering Wheel, and Xbox 360. Those were all of the characters that we had today. Maggie had to step out for just a moment, so I'm going to come back to In Memoriam. So we'll go ahead and go into That's Just Prime, the best quotes of Transformers 2007.
Well, that's just prime.
Yeah! All right. Here we go. Optimus Prime.
My name is Optimus Prime.
There it is. Before time began. Can I do this? I don't know if I can do this. My voice is just shot, dog. All right. Before time began, there was the cube. We know not where it comes from, only that it holds the power to create worlds and fill them with life. That was how our race was born. Sorry. For a time, we lived in harmony, but like all great power, some wanted it for good, others for evil. And so began the war. I can't. I'm out. I'm sorry, guys. Can't do it. War that ravaged our planet until it was consumed by death, and the cube was lost to the far reaches of space. We scattered across the galaxy, hoping to find it and rebuild our home, searching every star, every world, and just when all hope seemed lost, message of a new discovery drew us to an unknown planet called Earth. But we were already too late. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, and I just gotta say, the images we get of Cybertron in this, awful. Am I right? Like, this doesn't even look like a civilization at all. It's like everything is a transformer. Like, I don't know. It looked stupid. You know, like when they did Cybertron in Bumblebee, it's a lot better. But in this, it just looked like the set director from the Neverending Story 2 built Cybertron in CG, and that's what we got for this one. Let's see here. Ironhide. Why are we fighting, say, the humans? They're a primitive and violent race, and Optimus Prime says, why are we so different? They are a young species. They have much to learn, but I've seen goodness in them. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. You all know there is only one way to end this war. We must destroy the cube. If all else fails, I will unite it with my spark in my chest. Ratchet says, that's suicide, Optimus. The cube is raw power. It could destroy you both. And Optimus Prime says, a necessary sacrifice to bring peace to this planet. We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes. It's been an honor serving with all you Autobots. Roll out.
Uncle Bumblebee, B. WWW.
Let's see here. Ironhide. Let's see. At the end of this day, one shall stand, one shall fall. And then there's others. I think we got it. So now we're going to get into In Memoriam. Remember all those that we lost. I know this is your favorite, so I hold it.
We're all gonna die.
Jazz.
Jazz, may he rest in peace.
Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher.
Frenzy.
Frenzy.
Brawl.
Brawl.
Blackout.
Blackout.
Megatron. Kind of.
Halfway Megatron.
And the Nokia bot.
Rest in peace, Nokia bot. You will be
Gone,
missed.
but not forgotten.
May your soul rest.
In peace, bitch.
In pieces.
R.I.P. The P stands for pie. All right.
Oh, wow.
Now let's get into Traitor. All right. Again, I'm just showing it because I just want to use it. So the Traitor, treacherous actions by characters. Ironhide almost kills Mojo. That's treacherous.
God.
Yeah. That's it. We didn't even get a Starscream treacherous act to this, you know? What's the point of even having Starscream in this thing? My
What's
God.
the point?
Well, listen, you don't take your prized horse to the Kentucky Derby, all right, and not let them go.
Race.
I don't know. It's something in Star Trek, and then Spock was like, "Yes, but a horse must be first broken before it can be of use," or something. And Bones is like, "You green-blooded hobgoblin." He calls him that.
Yeah, he does.
All right, now it's time for Maggie's favorite, drugs. Both Energon. Where are you?
What's OxyContin?
This is what I was looking for earlier. I literally just found it. What are you rolling? Whippets, goofballs, a little wowie sauce with the boys? No, I'm not on any drugs. Oh yeah, well, what's these? Found it in your pocket. Mojo. Is that what the kids are doing now? A little bit of mojo. Those are my dog's pain pills. You know, a chihuahua. He's a little
chihuahua.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
You eyeballing my peace fitties? You want to go? Come on, make something happen. Do it. Because I promise you, I will bust you up.
Are you on drugs?
There we go. And now it's time for puberty, but with Transformers.
Yeah. Big change.
Bingo.
God. All right. Judy Witwicky barging into Sam's bedroom, her husband in tow. Oh, for Pete's sake, you are so defensive. Were you masturbating? Judy!
Dude, Mom!
What? Was I No, Mom.
No.
Zip it, okay? It's okay. No, I don't masturbate. That's not something for you to bring up. Okay. That's a father and son thing, okay? Father-son thing. I mean, you don't have to call it that word if that makes you uncomfortable. You can call it Sam's happy time or happy time, my special alone time. Judy, stop with myself. Mom, you can't come in, and I'm sorry. It's just been a weird night. I've had a little bit to drink. I wanted to read it like a courtroom stenographer. All right, now let's get into the real stuff. Transformers references part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
Sam.
All right, we got some fun stuff in this. Some fun tidbits, Maggie. I think you're really gonna like.
Uncle Bumblebee, baby.
There's so many parts to that now. All right. The Make Prime Speak contest was running during production of the 2007 live-action movie. Entrants were to submit a line and then voted upon them. The top 30 would advance to a judging round where the film crew would then decide the winning top 10. And the top 10 would be spoken by Peter Cullen for various endorsements, while the most voted and thus true winner would be included in the film. The winning line eventually was determined to be, "Freedom is the right of all sentient beings." There you go. However, the contest went down poorly among fans, particularly when it was revealed the line "Do a barrel roll" received the most votes because of users of the 4chan message board who had pushed for the similar inclusion of the line "I'm the Juggernaut bitch" in X-Men The Last Stand. That was in there. All right. Many of the featured Transformers are reimagined versions of characters in Generation 1. Optimus Prime and Jazz, in particular, are similar in physical form and characterization to their movie incarnations. The movie versions of Bumblebee, Megatron, Starscream, Ratchet, and Ironhide differ in appearance but fulfill story roles similar to their original versions. Now, I will say, I kind of touched on it just a second, but Megatron's Transformer alt mode, the other jet that we have, the Cybertronian jet, garbage. I hate it. Like, we could have had a dragon, you know? We could have had a fire-breathing dragon.
Yeah.
Would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Have you seen... I don't know if this is a spoiler. Because I don't even know if it's real. All I've seen is a toy. There is a toy for Rise of the Beasts of Megatron. Now, I'm not saying he's in it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. He might be. He may even be in the trailer and I just didn't notice. I have no idea. But his face looks amazing. It looks just like the cartoon. Like, exactly. Like, I mean, it is this face.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Like, it is. I mean, it is top notch, guys. I'm really excited. He's got like a cannon that looks like the scope when he was the gun in the original. Yeah. It looks really good. So anyway, I don't know if he's going to be on it or not. Let's see here. Though the characters are new, Frenzy, Scorponok, Brawl, Devastator, Blackout, Barricade, and Bone Crusher are all names that have been used on Transformers characters before. Blackout's symbiotic relationship with Scorponok originated as an interpretation of Soundwave and his cassette troops.
Cowards should just done Soundwave.
Wait. Is it Soundwave?
What?
Is that his name?
What?
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Is that his name?
Yeah. This dude right here?
Sounds wrong. Yeah, him. His name is Soundwave. Okay. I don't know. It sounds wrong to me.
Soundwave.
Okay. I don't know. It sounds weird to me for some reason. Frenzy's transformation into a portable stereo is likewise an homage to Soundwave's cassette deck alternative form. Sam shares his last name with the main human allies of the Autobots in the original Gen 1 cartoon.
And he will have a son named Daniel.
Daniel! Like Spike before him, he's closest to Bumblebee. Bumblebee Tuna. The Autobot faction symbol seen on Bumblebee and others is basically unchanged from the Generation 1 appearance. The Allspark takes its name from a concept originally introduced in Beast Machines. The Allspark was first introduced in Beast Machines.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I knew it. We may have actually talked about it when we were talking about Beast Machines.
We did. I'm just playing dumb.
Oh,
We did.
I don't remember. I've blacked out all the Beast Machines episodes.
No. I
don't remember
that
it.
because you said that that's where it came from.
Ah.
That Beast Machines were the ones that brought it up first.
I like it. Let's see here. The Allspark. The original G1 transformation sound pops up several times during the course of the film, such as Blackout's first conversion sequence. I tell you, when it actually showed him and he transforms and it goes, like, that's pretty tight. I actually really like that.
Yes.
I thought that was great. In a movie where a lot of liberties were taken, I gotta say, I did really appreciate the efforts to bring in some of the old school stuff. Let's see here. Though, truth be told, it sounds more like it's being broadcast from a loudspeaker. In his first appearance, Bumblebee parks next to a yellow Volkswagen Beetle the alternate form of G1 Bumblebee, of course. Prime references the spark in my chest. Sparks, the life force that makes Transformers alive, have been an integral part of Transformers fiction since Beast Wars. So again, another thing coming from Beast Wars. Although the Transformers' primary energy supply, Energon, does not make an established physical appearance in the film, its name appears on the license plate of an SUV thrown through the air during Megatron's rampage in Mission City. So I guess that's the name of the city they were in. Mission City. That sounds fake.
Sounds like something from the cartoon.
It does. It really does. Optimus Prime's line, "Freedom is the right of all sentient beings," is the quote from his original 1984 Toys bio. At least one of the reasons for the inclusion of this line was because it won in an online contest conducted by Paramount in late 2006 named Make Prime Speak. Prime's line, "One shall stand, one shall fall," comes from the 1986 animated The Transformers, the movie. The scene in which Jazz yanks aside Brawl's tank barrel is a direct homage to a similar sequence from The Transformers, the movie, involving Cup and Blitzwing. I did not know that. Ironhide's complaint that Mojo leaked lubricant on his foot reference is a favorite exclamation of his Generation 1 counterpart. "Leaking lubricant." The phrase originated with his original character outline, stating that he refers to excessive talking as leaking lubricant. So there you go. That's how it all. But in this, it's piss. So there you go. Sam telling Michaela that there's more than meets the eye with you quotes the slogan used in the toy line, also including the G1 series theme song.
What?
More than meets the eye. Megatron wields a flail in the Mission City battle, just as he did in his fight with Optimus Prime in the second ever G1 episode, More Than Meets the Eye Part 2. Beginnings, a not really animated, animatic version of IDW's movie prequel comics, voiced by some of the actors from the movie, the game, and a bunch of other people, included on a Walmart exclusive bonus DVD available with the movie DVD. Now, here's the thing. I want to take everybody on a little journey. Just a quick little trek down the sidewalk. All right. So I already mentioned my favorite Transformers DVD is the one that transforms.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing, Maggie. They had exclusives at several places.
Yeah.
This prequel was only available at Walmart. Okay. If you wanted both, you would have to buy Transformers twice, which I don't do. Well, I mean, I have in the past, but not at the same time.
4 copies.
Listen, that's not fair and out of context. And how dare you? But listen,
4 copies, Electra.
I was at G2K Games about 10 years later. No, not even 10 years. It's probably like 2012. And guess what they had for $1.99, Maggie?
Oh, what they have.
They had Transformers, the beginning. And I got it. And I watched it. And it's awful. It is awful. Like, it's not... Okay, you remember when like motion comics were like a big deal? And like, you know, really a motion comic is nothing. It's like half animated nothing. This is less than that.
Like
Watchmen?
Watchmen.
Yeah, exactly. This is less than that. This was like somebody took a camcorder and pointed it at the comic and like scanned over the comic. And then like that's basically what it is. And the music was great. The only thing that really sticks out to me is at the end it was supposed to be like it was playing a Sheryl Crow song. I think Every Day is a Winding Road. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It was a like commercial free version of it. And so it was like, the road is winding. That's it.
Wow.
That's all I remember. And it was terrible. It was not good. Yeah. I was happy I got it, and then I was let down that it was terrible. So there you go. But you know, Maggie, speaking of music, it's time to get into...
Is it coming out of the green or the black?
It's time to get into the Talon mix. Remy Zero!
Yeah, I like
Wait.
these guys. Yeah.
This is not Smallville.
Yeah.
It's not Smallville.
start. So, on the soundtrack for Transformers. All right, we don't have a Transformers specific music intro, so I'm just going to use that one. What I've Done by Linkin Park. Now, these are all songs that played during the movie.
Yeah.
So, What I've Done by Linkin Park, Doomsday Clock by Smashing Pumpkins, This Moment by Disturbed, Before It's Too Late, Sam and Michaela's theme by the Goo Goo Dolls, Pretty Handsome Awkward by The Used, Passion's Killing Floor, Second to None by Styles of Beyond featuring Mike Shinoda, Baby Come Back by
Baby
Player,
Come Back.
Drive by The Cars, Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye, I Got You by James Brown, and Battle Without Honor or Humanity by Tomoyasu Hotoi. Now, songs on the soundtrack that don't appear in the movie include, you ready for this?
Ready.
What It Feels Like to Be a Ghost by Taking Back Sunday, End of the World by Armor for Sleep, Retina and the Sky by Idiot Pilot,
Yeah.
Technical Difficulties by Julian K, and Transformers Theme by Mute Math. There is a version of the Transformers theme song that was made for this movie.
Okay.
Now, they did not use it in the movie, and we are going to give that a quick listen.
Uh-oh.
Maggie, what was you showing off?
It's Cheetor. I got him.
Oh, yeah, he looks...
Goes his legs,
good.
which I couldn't
got
figure
some-
out how to fold up his arms.
I was going to say, he's got like some Cloverfield abs going on.
I couldn't figure out how to fold them up right. Because the Transformers directions are never clear. It's like, yeah, follow these arrows. And I'm like, no, I need like specifics. Like, which thing needs to be folded up underneath each other and how's it work? But it looks good.
Here we go, everybody. This is like... This
This is trash.
This is like if Beast Machine's theme song was
At
Transformers.
least the band in the 80s delivered.
Yeah, I mean, you're really comparing this to like Transformers! On one of these, Supertramp does the cover of it.
Huh?
Supertramp does a cover of it on one of these. I think it's Revenge of the Fallen. I think. But yeah, there you go.
Transformers.
Can you believe they did not include Baby Come Back or Drive or Sexual Healing or I've Got You
They didn't want to pay
on
for
the
rights.
soundtrack?
They didn't want to pay.
I know, like, listen, I downloaded the soundtrack legally. And it didn't have any of those, so I was like, I gotta get those songs too legally. And so I did. And so
those are fun times.
my Transformers soundtrack had all of those songs, but then it also had those songs added.
Yeah.
And also the 80s theme songs. And also there's this one called like The Death of Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Not the score, but somebody made a song. And I cannot find it anywhere. But it's like, I don't know. I can't really sing it. My voice is gone. But something like, and though Megatron has killed you, we'll continue. We, the Autobots, do thank you. We'll continue. I don't know. Something, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Talon Mix. Now, let's talk about next time on Going Back to Beast Wars.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
All right. Next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will be watching Bumblebee.
Yay!
Uncle Bumblebee, baby.
Uncle Bumblebee, baby.
I gotta say, I have watched the first 5 minutes of Bumblebee multiple times.
Because it's gorgeous.
It is. It's amazing. I like when we got the 4K TV, the 70-inch 4K TV. That was the first thing I watched.
Yeah,
I was like,
I've got to see Cybertron on this TV.
and then we got those lots, the Govee lots that match what's on the screen.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta watch that now on there also. And so I've seen like the first 5 minutes, and it's perfect every time I watch it. It's just so good.
And like my brother, I think it was like at my mom's birthday, he said, I'm not excited for Rise of the Beast. I don't think it'd be a good. And Matt's like, do you remember the beginning of Bumblebee?
And he was like, I've not seen Bumblebee. And I was like, no. And so I pulled it up on my phone right there and we watched it. And he's like, oh yeah, I have seen it. And he's like, Rise of the Beast is going to be great. Anyway, so we're going to be watching Bumblebee. We'll be back to talk about that next week right here on Going Back to Beast Wars. Because this has been Going Back to Beast Wars, our weekly podcast where we recap and rewatch the entirety of the Beast saga of Transformers. Next week, we're doing Bumblebee. And in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, I'm not sure, we'll be doing Rise of the Beast. That's right. We're ever closer to seeing our Maximal buddies in live action / CG. Big Bot. Wow. Look at you.
You're eating scorpions.
Slag. But that's going to wrap it up for us this week, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We hope you all enjoyed this trip down memory lane with Transformers 2007. Maggie's got Pete Davidson right where she wants him, right in the palm of her hands. The power of the sun in the palm of her hands.
I don't know about that now.
No, it was a joke. I know.
I know.
Is that it?
I think. I don't know.
Good job. Looks great. Is his door supposed to be like that? Anyway.
They're confusing.
That's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. We'll see you back tomorrow. We're doing Go Back to Smallville, the mid-season finale of Season 3. Or on Monday, we'll be back to talk about The Little Mermaid on Memorial Day. So come hang out with us. We'll be live again.
Uncle Bobby B.
Thanks for watching. And as always...
Have a really awesome day. Uncle Bubble.
They don't really say, like, a catchphrase.
Autobots roll out.
Yeah, they didn't really say it.
Terrorize.
No, they didn't say that either. Ooh, I've got it. Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Uncle Bubble B, baby B.